this person made me want to move to Melbourne. It wasn't necessarily a song about her. It was about the desire for Melbourne, that she inspired and formed an emblem of the city for me. And I decided to write something about this person, and many years later I actually met her, and she was like, she thought, some of her friends said, this guy's a stalker, be careful. But it wasn't like that at all. It was more the fact that, and she got it, that it was about the city and how she, in many people's eyes, did represent the allure of the Melbourne girl of that era. And this one is called Angie Hart. There's a name for this feeling. They just haven't named it yet. There's a name for this feeling. They just haven't named it yet. When I look back on this time, I see myself as being out of control. When I look back on this time right now, 2018, Ho Chi Minh City, I see myself as being vaguely out of control. But I also look back to 2002 and see the same thing. I look back to 1992 and I regard myself in the same fashion. Because her name was Claire. She lived at the back of Wilson-Dalton, Crown Street, Sydney. I know that fact because I went down there one night, and after various blurred fumblings in her studio apartment, the studio was so small it didn't have a stove. It didn't have a heater. In fact, the only warming product, the only warming item there that she owned was an iron. So the iron served as both the heater and as the stove. Because we got a kebab this particular night. The next morning I woke up and I said, I'm still a bit hungry. She said, well, we'll warm it up. I said, well, how are you going to warm it up? You haven't got a stove. She said, yes, but I've got an iron. So she ironed the kebab. It's a true story. Anyway, Claire was a funny one. She had a pierced nose, pierced eye, pierced ear, and that's as far as it went. Anyway, the next morning on Crown Street, I said to her, Claire, I'm thinking of moving to Melbourne. She said, that's cool. I'm thinking of moving to Newcastle. I said, okay, well, I guess that's it then. Over fairly quickly. Yes, she said, cool, no worries. So I often think if I saw Claire today on some city street, what I'd say to her, why I wanted to move to Melbourne. I'd say to her, Claire, you know why I wanted to move to Melbourne? I wanted to move to Melbourne because Angie Hart made me want to move to Melbourne. Yeah, she made me want to fall in love and drink coffee and sit in those cool cafes and drink beer and have a genuine use for the many beanies that I've collected over the years and love, the four-letter word. Yeah. There would have been guitars in there, there would have been VB involved, and I would have gone away at film matches, I would have seen bands, and I would have taken up smoking. I would have felt that this was really home and thought of my real home back in Sydney. Been glad that I had both. Been happy that in these cool years I'd made the move and I'd started again. Everything would unfurl. I'd wash my clothes at laundromats. I'd go swimming at the Fitzroy pool where there used to be a cat with no tail. I'd become a regular in all the pubs there, and I'd become a prominent performer of some description, as yet undetermined at the time. I'd do a benefit gig with Paul Kelly, Archie Roach, dear old Archie. I'd do a benefit gig with David Bridie, because God knows he loves a benefit. He's a great man. Ruby Hunter back in the day, Chris Wilson, great man as well. And somewhere along the line, some backstage band room, some Brunswick Street bathroom, I'd bump into Angie Hart. Yeah, Angie Hart would say, man, where'd you get that suit? I said, I got it in Brunswick Street, the old second-hand stores which were there, used to be. She said, I like it. I And I'd almost say, but thankfully I didn't. You know what made me want to move to Melbourne, Angie? I couldn't say it. How can you say something like that to someone you've never previously met? The point of all this, I didn't actually move to Melbourne. I stayed in Sydney. Things were okay. Life went on. Girlfriends came and went. Houses came and went. Money just went. Anyway, I heard Angie got married to an American guy and broke up and then got married again, and these are the way things go. This is the four-letter word of another kind called life. Anyway, there's a name for this feeling. They just haven't named it yet. There's a name for this feeling, they just haven't named it yet. When we all look back on these times, we'll see ourselves as being slightly out of control. Slightly out of control. Thank you. That's called Angie. Thanks.